everyone, my name's Kelly, otherwise known as Ginger, and you're watching my new vlog, Better with Ginger. I recently moved into this wee little apartment and I decided I'm doing all these decorating and do-it-yourself and cooking projects, and why not share it with the world on this new vlog? So I'm not a professional. I'm going to be taking you through step-by-step how I do all these projects, and hopefully you'll be learning from the process and learning from my mistakes. So today I'm going to be doing a neat little baking trick that I love. I eat dessert, love chocolate, and I don't always like all the calories that come with it. So there's a cool trick in baking where you can substitute out a cup of oil for a cup of applesauce. A cup of oil has about 1900 calories, and a cup of applesauce has 100. So you save a lot per portion when you do this trick. It's really cool. It still is moist and good. So we're going to be doing chocolate and zucchini muffins today. Cupcakes. They're cupcakes, and I hope you like them. So let's get started on our chocolate zucchini cupcakes. The first thing I'm going to do is take my unsweetened baking chocolate, and I'm going to melt 2 1-ounce squares. I'm going to do it now because it needs to cool by the time I'm ready to use it. So I'm going to put it in my microwave safe bowl. And actually, I'm feeling like I want them a little chocolatier today, so I'm going to do half of another square. Do it however you want. I like mine on the more chocolate side, but it's whatever works for you. And they're hard as rocks, so this isn't as easy for television purposes. There we go. And then see, I have a little snack for later. So 30 seconds in the microwave. You really want to make sure it doesn't burn. While that's going, I'm going to get our eggs started. Crack and beat 3 eggs with 1 3/4 cups brown sugar. I'm going to use 1½ cups because I decided to throw in that extra chocolate, but it's whatever you prefer. There's some room for personal preference. All right, now I have my brown sugar, and I'm going to do 1 and I think I said ½ cup for this. So I don't know about you guys, but my brown sugar, when it's in storage, turns to be hard as rocks. But I think that's fine. You just have to work with it. I don't want to toss it because I think it's perfectly fine. It's still sweet, it's still sugar. But it makes it a little more difficult for measuring purposes. So I'm going to put it in my cup, and then I'm going to try to pack it. So I want to make sure I get all the sugar that I want. Since we're using the applesauce, we can have our other sweet things in life. So I'm going to add my brown sugar into the eggs. So you want this to be a really blended, pale looking mixture. So we're not there yet. I think I'm done beating after 30 minutes of feeling like my arm's going to die. No, I did it for like, I think I beat these for 12 minutes. But you can see it's pretty pale. It's really thick. And the rock hard brown sugar has somewhat incorporated with the eggs. So thank God, because I was going to have to do a different segment for this vlog. Now we are going to do the fun part, which is using the applesauce instead of the oil. So this is when you would have a cup of oil, but we're going to do a cup of applesauce instead. And if you want them a little extra moist, you can put a little bit more applesauce in, but I would stick with the cup. It's pretty good. So you add that into this mixture. And then the chocolates that I said would take 30 seconds, but really took 1.5 minutes. So, you know, feel it out. See what happens in your microwave. I've never melted this kind of chocolate before, so I stuck my finger in there and took a little sample. I wouldn't save a square as a snack for later because, as it turns out, unsweetened chocolate, because I'm a sharp one, is not sweet. It tastes like cocoa with no sugar, none of that milky goodness that I tend to like. So I'm going to scrape all this out because I want to eat it. And remember, I put that extra 1-ounce cube in, so you can or can't do that. I'll tell you at the end how chocolatey they are, and if I recommend the extra square. Okie doke. I did it again. I just licked my finger with that grossness. Okay. I'm compulsive. So you're gonna beat this all together. Incorporate it nicely. Now it's so much easier without the brown sugar. It looks pretty. I want to dip in, but really it's just raw eggs and that weird chocolate, so I won't. Okay, that's good. I'm going to set this aside. And now we're going to do all of our dried goods. So it's 2 cups of flour. So we store all of our dried goods in these little containers. They're called OXO tops, and if you listen carefully, they're air sealed, and they're kind of amazing. So we had a lot of the stuff go bad that was sitting out, and we started using this. We actually put like our chips in it and our pretzels, and if we, the next one we film, I'll show you our countertop, and it's like our snack station. It kind of makes us look like pigs, but that's all right. I'm willing to reveal that to you. Okay, so 2 cups is what I said. I hope that's what I said, because that's what you need. 2 cups of flour. And then you're going to do a teaspoon of baking soda and baking powder. And to be honest, I don't really understand what the difference between the two are, but you know, I'll use them. If someone at home wants to put a little comment in and explain why you need both, you bakers who are watching this probably want to shoot me right now because I'm sure it's super obvious. That's all right, we're learning. Learning together. About a half teaspoon of salt, so a couple shakes. You're good. Mix it up. And then you're going to slowly incorporate it, and that just means like add a little bit, a third of it. Beat it. And then do the next third, beat it, and then the next third. Eating things all day long because I actually always outsource this work to someone else. So you get to see me in action that I don't normally do. My arm is a little fatigued. So now I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to bring out the Cuisinart and I'm going to chop up our zucchini. So we have our Cuisinart set up and a chopping board. If you don't have a Cuisinart, that's fine. You can just use a cheese grater for this step. So I'm going to put it in with my little top. I love this thing. So exciting! Fresh zucchini. Oh my gosh, it looks good. Fold it in. So you want to fill the cupcake tins about 2/3 of the way full, which is like a portion of a ladle, I would say. Or if you're using a teaspoon, 3 teaspoons full. Bake these for 20 minutes on 350-degree heat. So my cupcakes are cooled out of the oven and super cute. I love them. I love these little wrappers. I recommend if you can get something cute, go for it. So I cheated. I got ready-made frosting. Since it's my first time, I think it's okay. And maybe I'll work my way up to making a homemade frosting. But I figure if you make the cupcakes, you could cheat a little bit. But if you guys at home have a good frosting recipe, go for it. Because I think homemade is always probably better than this cup-o frosting. So I'm just going to put a little bit on top of each of them. I already had a request while they were cooling if someone could eat one, but I said wait for the frosting. It's the fun part. I think I'm going to sample it. They're really yummy. They're so moist. It gives you your sweet treat that you're looking for, but without feeling guilty. I hope you guys try these. Make these at home. Very good. Thanks for joining me.